50 in Season 11. This is a brand new super busted rogue build that I'll be dropping the build guide for you guys. Now, I'm going to say it'll probably get nerfed, so take it with a grain of salt, but technically we've seen some of these builds emerge and then they just don't really get nerfed, right? So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up our combo points so we can get a multiplier once we can find the monsters. And then we go hold down the button and we go zoom zoom. So yeah, this is Tower 150. Big fat DPS, man. So yeah, we're going to do both forms of content. This way you guys can see what we're going to be getting as rewards too. Because I'm actually kind of curious to see what the rewards are looking like for both Pit 150 and, of course, the Tower 150. But yeah, this is the brand new Dance of Knives Rogue, and I'll explain it, and I'll also be dropping a build guide very soon. Even if the build gets nerfed, it's looking like still a pretty good build. Now, I'm going to say keep your expectations realistic. It will probably not do this much damage. They'll probably nerf it in some ways, but, you know, like I said before with the aspect with the Druid, you will sometimes see some of these things make it through. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to do a little dash, and we're going to hold down the button. So what we're doing is we're using a snapshot with specifically the agility skill, as well as making sure we have a shadow in view. Now, you don't need that for the infinite damage. The infinite damage is just Dance of Knives proccing infinite times in terms of a multiplier. However, with Dance of Knives, you can infinitely have an imbue, and you get bonuses if the enemy is like crowd controlled. And there's a lot of other things that you can do with Shadow Imbue that I actually really like. It's specifically applying the vulnerability past the duration of exploit. But as far as it goes, you can pretty much just hold down Dance of Knives, and you can play Poison, you can play Cold. If you're wondering which one is the best, Shadow Imbue in general for Dance of Knives is really good for speed. So if you're looking for the best speed build, I would play Shadow, because I upload a lot of different like rogue builds, and a very frequently asked question when it comes down to what we're playing, which is Dance of Knives, which imbue is the best. And so I would say Shadow for speed. For push, I think Cold is a very strong pick. However, I'm not going to say that Poison can't be top tier as well. And the reason why Poison has a lot of potential for top tier is Alchemic Advantage gives you extra lucky hit chance, which can proc a lot of things. And there is Tier 150 completed. It took us 2 minutes. So that is a Tower 150. I don't know if we have to go through this one, but we've already completed the Tower. Let's also do the Pit, just because there's going to be people out there that be like, well, that's a Tower 150. Do a Pit 150. I'm going to just show everything, and then I'll explain kind of how the build works. So let's go ahead and do a Pit 150 here. There we go. Pit 150. Boom. Let's go lock it in. Let's go. So we'll do a Pit 150, and then I'll briefly explain the build, and then I'll make a dedicated build guide video, but this one will be kind of like a rapid fire, real quick erroneous. We do want to hit stuff to build up the combo points, activate ult, dash, and then we just hold down the button. So now combo points works, but I also will explain there might be some other bugs, like obviously probably a bug build, probably with the damage that we're seeing, but what you want to do is build up your combo points. There is a legendary node in the Paragon board that says that you can increase the bonuses of the combo points. It does not currently register properly. I don't know if they plan to fix that, but just mentioning it. But you want to stack up your combo points. And the reason why you want to stack up your combo points is you get a damage multiplier. Now, for our case, I don't need to do this because the damage number scales to infinite. But if you're wondering what the current best build is, because I get this asked every single time, what's the best build? This is the best build, 100% without a doubt. I have not seen anything come close to this, but keep in mind that more than likely this will be changed when it does launch. Because I know some people just like to go on PTR and they just want the most OP broken build, and this is the most OP broken build by a long shot. Alright, so this was actually quite fast. So I'm going to go ahead, and again, so the setup, guys, is you want to activate your imbue, And then you want to, it doesn't really matter the order for the most part, because your puncture will not consume your imbuements, but your dash will, but it won't matter because you're not going to dash more than once. So what you're going to do is you're going to build up your combo points, right? We have all of our combo points, and then you can pop the ultimate if you want to, but then you dash, and then you hold it down, or you can dash, then pop ultimate. But you want to make sure that your imbue is activated at some point in the combo, but it won't consume it with puncture, so just keep that in mind. But it will consume it with dash. So if you really want to min-max, let me go over the combo. Let's see, if we move a little bit, the cooldown should reset for our ultimate. And the reason why is we can play Apogeic Fury, and that will also give us more bonus damage on the Shadow Clone. But this is a Pit 150 reward. There was a 1 GA. Just want to give Blizzard some feedback also. These rewards for a Pit 150, they're pretty trash. Like, for a Pit 150, I think everything should be at least 4 GA. Like, at least. Maybe just add 5 GAs. But let me go ahead and actually explain how the build works really quick. And I'll do a dedicated build video guide for the brand new Dance of Knives. But I want to just go ahead and show you guys how to run it if you want to, just on the PTR, because it's the test server. So, for starters, there is a brand new unique called the Death's Pavane. So what it does is it gives you ranks to Dance of Knives, gives you up the 4 and a GA here. And what it does is Dance of Knives will now drop additional knives from enemies hit. If you pick them up, you can get an additional charge and increase your Dance of Knives damage. So this is where you get bigger DPS. So this is also something that can stack multiple times. So if you get a perfect one, I don't have a perfect one, ideally GA on Dance of Knives, and then that roll would be 20%, giving you 60x damage. You also get another really cool stat, which is dodge chance while channeling Dance of Knives. Now, to explain how the infinite damage works, what you're getting is that roll where it says chance for Dance of Knives to deal double damage. You want in your whole build total to have 100% of this, regardless if they fix the bug or not with the damage scaling. But that temper is what's causing the bug. Now, there's another thing that's another bug in this. Right now, you guys see that there's no like, that is the GA. Oh, for some reason, it's really busted. And you can see on the bottom, it says chance for Dance of Knives to deal double damage. If it rolls GA right now, it will push this above the imprint. But for some reason, you guys are seeing the chance for Dance of Knives. So again, in total for your build, get 100. Now, if you exceed 100, as in like, let's say I have 75 here and I have 25 on my other one. This was not perfect roll, it's a 20. But if I was to get 100%, the other one, you want your Shadow Clone. So there's a couple different options that you can go for, but like I said, I'll reserve this for like the dedicated build video, but I wanted to at least explain how the build worked in terms of like what is bust with it. But I have like the whole planner, and I'll just give you guys the planner now, and I'll make a dedicated video that goes over this in the future. But I just wanted this one to have both Pit 150 as well as the Tower 150 completed. But this is the only build that I'm aware of that is like able to do this right now. Keep in mind, it's probably going to get nerfed, but I'm also going to say, keep in mind, we have already had the Druid with the aspect of the Wild Rage. That was broken on PTR, and everyone said it's going to get nerfed, and it did for a little bit, but then it came back on the live server, and it did also technically exist. So, who knows? Maybe there's going to be another reintroduction of another Dance of Knives bug, or something else that gives you infinite damage, and it's going to reoccur. But that is the best build currently in the PTR for Season 11 for the Rogue. Well, it's probably the best class. Period.